Something that I've heard people say, and that I also tend to see a lot in comments on social media, is I wish I had known X sooner. I wish I had known X 14 years ago or 5 years ago. If I had known that thing back then, I could have led a different life. Things would be better. I would have overcome so much more. I wouldn't be in the position that I currently am in right now. And I want to say a couple of things about that. The first thing is if you have been working with your guides in whatever way that makes sense for you. For some people, it is having a daily conversation. For others, it's having a monthly conversation. For others, it's not even having a conversation at all. It's just trusting your instincts or your gut or little nudges that happen, whatever that means for you. If you have been working on your alignment to the best of your ability, if you have been working with your guides, then you have not made any mistakes, and that you are exactly where you need to be. And if you can't see that right now, you will in time, because you will see how everything that you were led to was perfect and it was purposeful. And if you don't believe me, then think about other times when you, in your past, when you have thought, wow, I'm actually so glad things worked out this way and didn't work out the way that I wanted, because this way things turned out so much better. This way I'm actually happy. So this whole everything's working out perfectly has already happened to you multiple times in your life before. And so why wouldn't it be the case now? And the other point about this is we don't really receive things until we are really ready to receive them, or it's really the right time, not only for the universe, but also the right time for us. So what I mean by that is, let's say you did receive the guidance that you wish you had. Let's say 14 years ago, 5 years ago, you actually did receive that guidance. Think about that time. Think about where you were mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever it is, and look at yourself honestly and ask, if I had received this guidance then, would I have believed it? Would I have followed it? And if I would have followed it, would I have stuck with it? Would I have seen it through? In most cases, the chances are no. And that is okay. Again, it does not mean that you were not evolved enough at that point. It doesn't mean that you weren't doing things correctly. It doesn't mean that you were making mistakes. It's just that in life, we have a lot of situations that occur to us. Some of them are beautiful and amazing and blessings and gifts, and they uplift us and they show us all the things that we can have in life, and how great life can be, and why being here can be so beautiful and so perfect. But then we also experience a lot of things that can create trauma, whether we label it that or not. But basically things that can shift our beliefs, shift our view of the world in a way that makes us smaller, and that does not allow us to really accelerate in the ways that we want or achieve the things that we want. And those things are not there in order to slow us down. They're there because once we overcome them, we become so formidable, so unshakable, so strong in our power, that from then on, once we claim that power, once we step into that power, once we practice that power, once we embody that power, nothing can shake us from that point on. We can handle anything that comes our way. So sometimes we don't receive guidance 14 years ago, 5 years ago, because we weren't ready at that time to receive it. And the reason why we weren't ready at that time is not because there's something wrong with us, or we were not spiritually aligned enough, or we didn't do XYZ enough. It is simply because there were certain things that we still had to overcome mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually at that time, because of other things that occurred to us that were not necessarily of a positive nature or joyful nature in the moment. And so if we were to receive that wisdom then, we would not really have the tools to be able to actually act on them to the fullest. And there's nothing wrong with that. And so the reason why you're ready now for what you wish you were ready for before is because you have actively been working to grow and evolve yourself all this time, and now you're ready for it. And it really would not have served you then. It's serving you now. And I would just say, go with the flow, just kind of do your best and know that your best is good enough, whatever it looks like that day. And that's all you ever, that's the max amount of thought you ever have to put into, am I doing this right or not? Am I trying my best today? Whatever my best looks like that day. And sometimes your best is going to be your A-level best. Sometimes your best is going to be your D-level best. And it's still the best, right? Like the D that we would rate it is still an A. So, because every day is different, right? And so the scale shifts depending on where we are and what's going on with us. So, just wanted to kind of put that out there, address that, soothe any concerns. I think people sometimes say that in a bit of a joking fashion, but I do think because I see it so much that it is more than that. Like, even though we might say it jokingly or, just kind of like flippantly or something like that, that it is something that probably affects us a little bit more than we realize. And so I just wanted to talk about that. So I will leave it here. Thank you so much, and I will catch you in the next one.